Hello, my name is Alan Wegman. I'm professor at the École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne, a Swiss university. My colleagues and myself are developing methods for analyzing and designing business and IT co-evolution. This is what I'm going to present you today. We have developed a family of methods known with the generic name of SEAM. SEAM stands for Systemic Enterprise Architecture Methodologies. But SEAM is also a joining between two pieces of cloth or leather. We believe that this image is a good image of the dynamic nature of business and IT co-evolution. Business drives IT and IT drives business. This is the reason why, to illustrate SEAM, we are going to use an interactive example. SEAM is mostly used in workshops, and so this presentation will sketch a kind of diagram we do in workshops. We'll use an example based on Amazon. First, we'll draw Amazon selling new books, and then we will look at what needs to change if Amazon wants to sell used books. First, we model Amazon value network as a black box or as a wall. A value network is a group of companies that collaborate to provide a service. The service here is the sell service. This service is provided as part of a business process or a process called sale between the value network and the customer on the right side of the page. When modeling at this level, it's possible to capture the overall customer experience. For example, the functionality provided and the non-functional requirements, or in ITIL term, the quality and warranties at the business level. Then the question is, how is this service implemented? So we analyze here the value network as a white box or as a composite. In here, we will have the different companies that collaborate. For example, the bank, the shipping company, and then Amazon itself. Amazon is seen as a black box or as a wall. These three companies collaborate into an intercompany process that implements the sell services. To show that this process implements the sell services, we use this thick red line to represent the fact that this is two views of the same thing. I mean, either the service provided or the process that provides the service. Now, Amazon is a black box, so Amazon company is also providing a service to the bank and to the shipping company. So we need to understand now how Amazon company implement that service. So we model Amazon company as a composite or as a white box. Then we can see the employee inside. Here we have two employees. In the real model, we would actually put the real names and maybe pictures of people. And then we would have, for example, the IT department. And the IT department as a whole provides the IT services. And again, this service, or this business process, here, implements the service provided by Amazon as a company. Then the IT department provides a service. And how is this service implemented? Is modeled with an IT department as a composite or as a white box. We can see the people working in the IT, for example, the help desk or people managing SLAs. And then here we could see applications and technical infrastructure that are used to run that service. And all these participate to an IT process which will actually provide the service, implement the service offered by the IT department inside the company. Then the infrastructure itself can be modeled as a composite, and then we would see servers and storage system and maybe security devices and so on. With such technique, it is possible also to model critical architectural issues. For example, the existence of multiple systems, server rooms, geographical distribution. And it is also possible to analyze quality of service And for example, when the IT service has to be provided, when the help desk has to be provided, where in the world the IT service needs to be provided, and so on. So that's a model which can allow to analyze many aspects from business down to IT. So, with this, we can represent the business service, the way it's implemented by the intercompany process, then the business process, the IT process, and the infrastructure. So we can actually relate or understand the co-evolution of all these levels of services. And with this, we can actually align them in a dynamic way. We need then to model the project to be. So let's say we want to sell used books. So we'll annotate the sell service to reflect the used books. Then we will add new partners in the value network to provide the used books. We will also add new services in the IT department to support this new functionality. And we might have to add new applications, for example, an e-market or e-mall application. And we'll also probably have to adjust in some things in the IT infrastructure. So with this, we can actually annotate to understand the delta on the business side, operation side, and IT side. And thanks to that, we could get all the people to agree on what needs to change in these different aspects of the company, and could also discuss about the cost benefits of these various changes. So it's a nice way to get the people at the beginning of the project to agree on what needs to be done. SIM is based on 4 principles. The first one is a systemic principle. We have illustrated this principle with the previous example. We model organization as systems, and we model technology also as systems. Note that we can also model network, because a company or a person can appear in multiple places in the model. Then the models are very concrete. We always make models of projects. We use concrete names, real names of people, real pictures, so people can identify themselves with the model. Then, if wished, we could get very rigorous model. We can formally define the model, and then we can do discrete simulation, dynamic simulation, or logic reasoning on the model. Last, the method is subject-based, so as you have seen, we can model different viewpoints. And then in addition, we can model the goals and what the people believe, or the assumptions the people have. So we can also analyze motivation of people. So SIM combines hard aspects, mathematical aspects to be rigorous, but also soft aspects to understand basically the way people see things and perceive things. SIM is mostly used in workshops. Here we have an example of a workshop. The workshop includes usually business people and IT people. We use different kind of forms to model different aspects which are relevant for the project. For example, here we model on the left side the hierarchy of systems, on the right side the service offered, and here we would actually model the ITIL warranties and utilities of a service. So a SIM workshop is useful both to understand what the company wants to do with the project, but also to work on the group dynamics itself. As SIM is based on system thinking, it can be applied in multiple contexts. Here we have listed some of the versions of SIM that we have developed. SIM can be used for pure business thinking, like strategic thinking or industrial marketing, can be used to link business and IT, like enterprise architecture, requirements engineering, or to manage IT organization, for example, to define SLM, a method developed in collaboration with the company Itecore, or IT architecture. Last, I would like to recommend that you try to use SIM. Actually, it's easier to use than what you think, probably. You get the business people and IT people together, and you try to sketch diagram as the one I have done. You will realize that such diagram will help a lot to get people to communicate together. Now, if you want to have more information on SIM, you can access our website or you can send me an email. And last, I would like to wish you the best for your projects. Bye-bye and thank you.